Hello and welcome.
Hello.
Hello and welcome back to the Grant Center. This is Averett Sports Network. My name is Chris Richmond. Alongside me is Crispin Jackson as we're bringing you tonight's matchup between the Averett University Cougars and the Southern Virginia University Knights.
Glad to
Tonight,
be.
oh,
Oh, glad to be with you, Chris. First tournament. We, these two teams meeting again for the third time. That's something you rarely see. And both of them have split the series, a game apiece. But I think I'm gonna go with the Cougars first. What I see what they need to do tonight is definitely get back to their normal basketball, the mid-range shot. Because the last time they played, we see they only shot 49%. The first time they played, the Cougars shot 57%. So we know that's the Cougars' bread and butter. So I think if the Cougars should get back into that mojo of theirs, we on to the next round.
it's definitely going to be a nice game tonight as the series is split one apiece. First matchup, Cougars winning 77 to 55, and the last matchup here in the Grant Center only about a week ago, I think exactly a week ago, matter of fact, Southern Virginia getting the best, winning 80 to 74. So series split 1-1, like you mentioned before, the third time being the start of the conference tournament here in the Grant Center. Happy to host that and happy to see the Cougars coming in as the one seed on the east side of the division.
Definitely. Trying to stay on this side, with Covington, they play today as well. So if they lose, we stay at the Grand Center. And me, I want to stay home. And I feel the same way for the Cougars on the court. That home, just staying at home means something. Bringing a tournament here ain't nothing like it. But it depends how the dice fall. It depends how the dice fall tonight with us and the other teams around the league. But if we could definitely get the team here, and if we could stay home, I definitely love it.
All right, let's get into the starting lineups real quick. Crispin, can you bring me the starting lineup for the Cougars tonight?
All right, we got at guard the flow general Keyshawn Lewis. Then we got the little brother Jordan Lewis. Then you got the big man, the forward doing his thing, Jason Sellers. You got another guard, the scoring guard I like to call him, Corey Baldwin. Then you got the Batman of the team, the quiet assassin, Jalen Wardwell at guard, number 32.
And real quick, the starting lineups, or at least projected starting lineup for the Southern Virginia Knights. It's going to be number 2, Isaiah Marchant, senior guard. Number 5, Elliott Spencer, a sophomore guard. Number 11, Connor Marchant, a sophomore guard. Number 21, Malachi Olson, a sophomore forward. And number 45, Jesse Barker, a junior guard. So we're going to get into the national anthem and starting lineups here, and we'll be right back after that with tip-off here with the Averett Sports Network.
Fans of this time, we ask that you please rise and honor America, playing of our national anthem as recorded by the Averett Singers. Southern Virginia. A senior guard from Toledo, Oregon, number 2, Isaiah Marchand. A sophomore guard from Danville, Utah, number 5, Elliot Spencer. A sophomore guard from Toledo, Oregon, number 11, Connor Marchand. A sophomore forward from McCall, Idaho, number 21, Malachi Olson. And a junior guard from Evanston, Wyoming, number 45, Jesse Barker. Head coach for the Knights is Adam Wardenberg. He's assisted by John Wardenberg and Quinn McCree.
And we are back with Averett Sports Network here as the Knights win the opening tip-off of tonight's matchup in the first round of the conference tournament. My name is Chris Richmond. Alongside me is Crispin Jackson.
Well, Chris, man, you talked about it. You talked about Spencer and Connors, number 5 and number 11 for Southern Virginia, having a great game last time he was in this building. I ain't gonna lie, I became a fan of Spencer last game. Last time I saw him, he got an amazing shot. It's going to be a fun game for me to watch.
That's the first opening points there for, I believe that was number 20, Malachi Olson, or excuse me, 21, Malachi Olson. Is nice defense there by the Knights, scoring the first 2 points of the game to give the Knights a 2-0 lead here as number 2, Isaiah Marchand, now with the ball, is going to swing it over to Olson. Olson now in the high post, going to swing it to Marchand. Marchand, quick 3 here is no good. Rebounded by the Cougars.
Don't I feel like deja vu? They start missing threes early in the game, and it just.
Nice pass by Corey Baldwin out to Roel, off the back of the rim, rebounded by the Knights. Now Spencer over to Marchand, down to Barker. Barker now on the corner. He's going to swing it back to Isaiah Marchand, over to Connor Marchand as he loses the ball. Nice defense there by Jordan Lewis, and now Corey Baldwin in transition for the Cougars. And Jordan Lewis going to elect to slow things down here, set up the offense for the Cougars. Going to pass it down to Sellers in the post, working in the post, and good defense there by Barker. It's going to be out on the Knights. As we have a quick sub here, nothing like what Coach Duino usually does, as I think Jordan Lewis came out a little shooken up as Raja Milton came in for the Cougars. Now Sellers down in the post, working on Olson through contact, and nice layup there by Jason Sellers, an important piece to this Cougar team.
I say Jason been doing that all season, just being that big man down there, able to get the spin move and hit the glass.
Absolute nice touch off the glass. Now Barker's going to pass over to Marchand. Now Spencer for 3. It's going to be off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Baldwin. Baldwin now in transition for the Cougars. Head fakes, drives through, and finishes with the right hand. Nice layup there by number 13, Corey Baldwin.
Like I said, Chris, if Averett want to win this game tonight, they got to go back to playing their basic basketball, taking that mid, or going to the bucket shot.
Barker now in the post, going to swing it back out to Spencer. Now to Connor Marchant. Connor Marchant now driving through and off the glass, able to finish, tie up the game 4-piece.
You told me a lot about Connor. You told me he was a big piece of the last that the team they have when they came in here.
That was a nice look there by Rowell. The Sellers not able to get the layup, and now Spencer in transition getting the 2 for the Knights. And now they're going to go into this press that they ran the last time here in the Grant Center. Ball went up to Sellers. Sellers now with the ball. He's going to pass it out to Milton. Milton's going to slow things down, get the offense started for the Cougars. Now on the wings, Milton. Milton looking, swing it over to Keyshawn Lewis, over to Rowell. Rowell now driving baseline. Kicks it to Sellers. Sellers through contact and off the glass. Getting a nice layup through contact to tie the game up 6 apiece.
Something like this, you just want your big man to show up right now. You want your big man to show up early right now. Especially playing small ball with most of your guards on the floor.
And the fake pass there by Olsen got both the Cougar defenders and led to a wide open layup there. Milton's going to pass it down to Rowell. Rowell on the wing, back to Baldwin. Baldwin's going to slow things down here. Keyshawn Lewis now down to Sellers, and Sellers again through contact. Missed the first layup, got his rebound, and second chance effort is good there by Sellers. 6 points, I believe, early here for Jason Sellers.
Got to get it started early. What you be saying, Chris? An early hard start, that's what you need.
Connor Marchant now defended heavily by Keyshawn Lewis, and they're going to get Keyshawn Lewis here with the foul on the shot, I believe. It's going to send Connor Marchant to shoot 2 free throws, but that's going to be after the first timeout of the game. 15 minutes and 43 seconds left to go. Game's tied up 8 apiece, and we'll be right back with Averett Sports Network.
I think Averett's a special place because of the camaraderie amongst everybody. I feel like it's a lot of friendships that won't be broken throughout my life, and it gave me a chance to show my abilities in wrestling and in the classroom.
And we are back after the timeout. The Knights now passing in from the baseline. As Barker now is going to kick it out to Spencer. Now to Connor Marchant, back to Spencer on the wing. And deep 3 there by Marchant. It's going to be off the mark and rebounded by number 13, Corey Baldwin. Corey Baldwin now is going to pass it over to Milton. Milton's going to slow things down for the offense. Passing it back to Baldwin. Baldwin now. Nice no-look pass to Keyshawn Lewis, and the dot to B-Mac.
Hey, you saw that? That was a nice little no-look pass. You know who remind me of? I know it's a different sport, but I see Patrick Mahomes. I mean, you know.
That was a nice look there by Baldwin, an even better find by Keyshawn Lewis there to get wide open McLaughlin, but well, I say wide open, but he got fouled, but it was a nice look and sent him to the line to shoot 2 as he hits the first one. Now we're going to have 2 more subs here for the Cougars. It's going to be number 14, Jim Lawrence, and number 11, Bryce Shaw coming in for the Cougars. They're going to sub out Corey Baldwin and Rowell as the second free throw here is off the rim for McLaughlin, and now Isaiah Marchant now in transition for the Knights, going to swing it down to number 15. charge call here is going to give the ball back to the Cougars with a 1-point lead. Nice defense there by the Cougars. Now Keyshawn Lewis with the ball. He's going to swing it back to Jordan Lewis. Up to Shaw. Cougars walking the ball up, trying to beat the press here. Back to Shaw, and they get past half court. McLaughlin back to Shaw. Shaw now working on the wing. He's going to come off the screen. And swing it to Keyshawn Lewis. Keyshawn Lewis over to Jordan Lewis. Back to McLaughlin. McLaughlin now driving through contact, and nice touch on the floater by McLaughlin off the spin.
Chris, who said football players can't play basketball? Who said that? Man, look at that little spin move like a DN. Who said football players can't play basketball?
Nice touch there by McLaughlin. Now the Knights in offense here. Isaiah Marchant swinging over to Spencer. Spencer now driving through contact and off the glass for 2.
Hey, I'm gonna give me a jersey in number 5, and it's gonna be Spencer name. I'm becoming a fan. I'm becoming a fan, man. That was definitely a good take there.
Jordan Lewis now setting up the offense for the Cougars. So swing it to McLaughlin. McLaughlin now to Shaw. Shaw to Keyshawn Lewis. Keyshawn Lewis driving through contact. Can't get the layup to go. Rebounded by Olsen. Isaiah Marchant now coming up. He's going to swing it over to Spencer. Spencer now. He's going to swing it to Ziegner. Ziegner down to Marchant. Marchant now in the corner. Down to Olsen. Olsen in the post now. He's going to swing it back to Spencer. Spencer now for 3. And the three-pointer is good to take a 2-point lead for the Knights.
Oh, I don't know what to say. I seen it last game, so I'm not surprised no more. But it still shocked you a little bit just to see him, the catch and shoot from him. Like, okay, I got it, and I can shoot it.
Bryce Shaw now is going to swing it over to McLaughlin. McLaughlin working on Ziegner. Through contact, the touch, no good. And nice effort there by Keyshawn Lewis, but charge called and rewarded to number 2, Isaiah Marchant. It's going to bring back in number 13, Corey Baldwin, along with number 12, Jason Sellers for the Cougars. Spencer now bringing up the ball for the Knights. Defended heavily by Jordan Lewis. Down to Connor Marchant. Connor Marchant down to Ziegner and tipped away. Nice defense by the Cougars. Jordan Lewis now in transition. Through contact with the touch is no good. And nice hustle by the Cougars. Able to get the offensive rebound. Jason Sellers through contact. Draw the foul, but layup no good. He will go to the line to shoot 2.
You said the ball for Southern Virginia got tipped. I thought it was bad communication because when he threw it, he threw it right to a white jersey, but I didn't know it got tipped.
At the line for the Cougars, number 12, Jason Sellers.
Jason Sellers now shooting his first 2 of the game here. The first free throw is no good. Now 21, Malachi Olsen coming back into the game for the Knights.
They're not hearing our slogan. We ain't said it yet. Free throws.
Matter.
All right. Nah, I got hope for this one. He gonna make this one.
Second free throw, sorry, is good there with the bounce in.
He heard us. He heard us.
With the bounce in there for Sellers. So there the lead down to 1 point. Now Isaiah Marchant defended by Corey Baldwin here. He's going to swing it over to Olsen. Olsen now. Pass to Connor Marchant. Connor Marchant now driving through contact. Layup is no good. Hustle for the rebound is offensively rebounded by the Knights, and now Spencer with the ball. And they're going to call a foul here on number 14, Jim Lawrence.
Chris seeing some crazy passes right now. He did off you saw the little 1-foot screen? I know we still early, but let's have a vote. The no look pass from Kobe Baldwin or the off the 1 foot pass we just saw.
I'm still going to go with that no look pass.
Okay.
A nice defense there by Sellers, able to stay in bounds and keep the ball for the Cougars. Now Lawrence over to Sellers. Sellers now in the post. Nice move through contact. Layup is no good. Rebounded by the Knights. Spencer now in transition for the Knights on the wings. Going to swing it over to Olsen. Olsen now driving through in the post. Pumps, gets a man up in the air and able to get the layup to go. A 3-point lead now for the Knights as they're back in the press. Pass is tipped and stolen by the Knights. Olsen now dish to Barker, and Barker will lay up the 2 and take a 5-point lead.
Hey, the Knights said they ain't bad. The Knights said they know what time it is. But I had a question I was going to ask you, Chris. You play 2K? All right, is it like a badge for the pump fake? Because Southern Virginia, let me find the name real quick. Olsen, he got it. He got it on Hall of Fame.
Connor Marchant now down to Barker in the corner. Barker picking up his dribble, able to get the pass away to Isaiah Marchant. Isaiah Marchant now to Spencer. Spencer now on the wing, driving through. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Shot is no good. Rebounded by number 13, Corey Baldwin. Baldwin now is going to slow it down, bringing up the ball for the Cougars on the wing. It's going to swing over to Lawrence. Lawrence now to Sellers. Sellers in the post. And able to draw the charge is Spencer. That was Sellers' first personal there, and we're going to go to another timeout. 10 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in the first half. The Knights on top by 3 points. We'll be right back with Averett Sports Network.
What makes Averett special to me is the family-oriented and diverse background and communities. Here at Averett, we believe in one family, one team philosophy. As an RA, being able to guide people in the right direction and building a community helps me develop leadership. Also, being a leader on the football team and captain, it helps me guide people to be better each and every way.
And we are back from the timeout following a drawn charge against Jason Sellers, giving the ball back to Southern Virginia Knights. And now they're going to try to set up the offense here. Number three, Cade Harick in for the first time in the game, and nice block, I believe, there. Why was that Sellers? Sellers with the block, top 5 in the conference in blocks.
There's a reason why he up there.
Using every bit of that 6'6" frame. Now Baldwin driving through and looking for the foul, did not get it, and now they're going to call it out on the Cougars, so ball going right back to the Knights.
Talking about stats in the U.S. South this year. Southern Virginia got their own player. You got in the top 5. You got Spencer in top 5 in threes in the conference. So you know we got some superstars out here tonight.
Spencer now driving through, kicking out to Barker. Barker now for 3.
Okay.
And set shot is good there for Barker to take a 6-point lead here.
Oh yeah. Ain't nothing like a wide open 3, get to set your feet, and nice.
Corey Baldwin getting trapped. Keyshawn Lewis able to keep the ball there. Milton to Rowell. Rowell in the corner with a 3 of his own. It's no good. Nice rebound there by Sellers. and through contact, no foul called, and rebounded by the Knights. Park now with the ball, setting up the offense here for the Knights. Pass to Olsen. Olsen now back to Hark, over to Marchant. Marchant thought about the three, didn't take it. Pass down to Olsen. Olsen working in the post. And nice defense there by Keyshawn Lewis. Milton now in transition. Let's go swing it over to Keyshawn Lewis. Keyshawn Lewis over to Rowell. Rowell driving baseline. Layup is no good and rebounded by the Knights. Park now is going to reset here to set up the offense for the Knights. Pass over to Spencer. Spencer now pass or ball tipped away. But scooped up there by Hark. Hark now over to Spencer. Spencer now driving through. 3 seconds on the shot clock. A nice defense poked away by Baldwin. Baldwin now in transition through contact off the glass. And it's going to be off the top of the backboard there. As I believe we're going to have another timeout here. And we'll be right back with Averett Sports Network.
Being a student athlete here has definitely pushed me to do things that I have not been able to do in the past. Because of my team, I have opened up more socially, and they have pushed me to be a better athlete and a better student. And I wouldn't be who I am today if it weren't for them.
And we are back from the timeout. Now Southern Virginia with the ball. Hark now bringing up the ball for the Knights. Gonna swing it over to Spencer. Spencer now over the Marchant. Marchant back to Spencer. Deep three there for Spencer. It's gonna be off the mark. Rebounded by Milton. Now bringing up the ball for the Cougars is Milton. Coming off the screen. It's gonna swing it over to Paulden. Paulden now to Shaw. Shaw. It's going to slip here and lose the ball, and it's going to be a jump ball here. Possession will stay with the Cougars.
Definitely a defensive game right now. But don't you like to see? You don't want to see no high-scoring game, and not the first game of the tournament. You don't want to see blows for blows. But who's going to break first? It's the question right now. Who's going to break first? Yeah.
And now number 30, Brandon Ziegler coming into the game for the Knights. And now Milton picked up his dribble, passed down to Paulden. Paulden now in the post. Touch from the hook is no good. Rebounded by the Knights, but nice defense by Rowell. Knights able to scoop the ball back up. Now Hark setting up the offense for the Knights. Just gonna swing it over to Ziegler. Ziegler now over to Barker. Barker to Marchant. Marchant now coming off the screen. Over to Hark. Hark back to Marchant. Down to Ziegler. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Fadeaway shot there is good there by Ziegler.
Well, now I can see why they brought in number 30. I didn't think about it, but you gotta understand him and Miles about the same body build. So now it's like an even playing field. But that was a nice little fadeaway shooter for a big. I ain't gonna.
Rowell with the floater here is no good and rebounded by Barker. But Cougars playing nice defense, and Isaiah Marchant's going to call the timeout here for the Knights. So we'll be right back with Averett Sports Network after the timeout. And we are back from that quick timeout. 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half. The Knights up 8 points here in tonight's first round matchup in the conference tournament. Hark now with the ball, pass down to Barker. Barker through the post, layup is no good. Rebounded by McLaughlin. Now Milton bringing up the ball here for the Cougars.
If you're the Cougars, Chris, what you trying to do? Are you trying to get that momentum play, or are you slow riding right now?
I try to stick with their defense because Cougars do very well in transition buckets. As three there by Raja Milton is good. Deep three, and exactly what the Cougars needed with a little momentum there as they called the timeout right after. So we'll be right back after this timeout break. And we are back with Averett Sports Network.
Right before the timeout, Chris, I asked you the question, what are you the Cougars, what do you do? Do you shoot a momentum play? And we saw the deep three from Milton. Like you said, that gave the Cougars some fire right now.
Pass over to Connor Marchand, out to Barker for the corner three. It's no good, rebounded by Shaw, and Shaw now bringing up the ball for the Cougars. McLaughlin on the wing, over to Shaw. Shaw, spin move through contact. Layup is no good, rebounded by Paulden. Paulden able to draw the foul here, and I believe he's gonna shoot two. Nice effort there on the offensive glass. First free throw.
We got a sub for Southern Virginia. You got Spencer coming in and Olsen. I think they're coming back in right now. Free throws
matter.
Okay.
As the second free throw is good here. So now 3-point lead for the Knights.
You 2-0 when we say that tonight. I just want you to know. You 2-0 when we say that.
Spencer now is going to swing the ball up to Connor Marchand, over to Barker, over to Isaiah Marchand, down to Olsen. Olsen now in the post. Spin move here. Nice defense by Paulden, but layup is good there for Olsen.
Olsen does have Olsen got a mean layup package with the pump face, with the underhand. That's his bread and butter.
Roel now with the ball for the Cougars. He's going to be driving through, going to kick it out to Milton. Pass was a little wide, but Milton able to get the ball back. He's going to swing it over to Roel. Roel now down to Paulden. Paulden, short shot clock. Layup hook is no good for Paulden, but tip in there for McLaughlin is good. Great effort there by McLaughlin, able to tip the ball in for two. And now Spencer is going to get called for the charge. And a little bit of momentum now brewing up for the Cougars as the crowd, packed crowd here tonight, as everybody showed up here for the conference tournament. And everybody's getting loud on their feet, trying to build a little bit of momentum here for the Cougars.
Oh, definitely. If you go to Avery, you had to come out and show out. It's tournament basketball, it's conference, but I think tournament just to add a different tone to the game.
Roel now with the ball. It's going to swing it over to Shaw. Shaw now to Milton. Milton on the wing, coming off the screen over to Paulden. Paulden. Roel now coming off the screen, down to Paulden. Paulden in the post. 7 seconds on the shot clock. And deep floater by Paulden is good all through contact.
But Chris, that's a mismatch. If you're Miles, you're taking that. If I got Spencer on me I'm taking that. That's a big old mismatch.
And now only 1 point lead for the Knights. A shot here for Spencer is good from the corner to take back a 4 point lead.
Spencer gonna shoot. Spencer gonna shoot.
Rowell now swinging the ball back out to Shaw. Back to Rowell. Rowell over to Milton. Milton now back to Rowell. Rowell, nice move for the mid-range. Mid-range shot here is no good. Tip-in is no good by McLaughlin, but it's going to be out on the Knights. And the Cougars going to have a second chance here for some points on this offensive possession. And now timeout call here. 3 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in the first half. The Southern Virginia Knights up 4 over the Averett University Cougars. We'll be right back with Averett Sports Network.
I think being a student athlete impacts my overall experience a lot, just gaining a brotherhood with my teammates, and then with all the other teams, a big connection throughout all of athletics, and makes it fun to walk around campus and see everyone you know, and everyone comes out and encourages you at games, so it makes it a really fun environment.
And we are back from the timeout.
During that timeout, the fans kind of got vocal during the timeout break.
Jordan Lewis now coming off the screen. Pump fake here, drawing contact. And the shot was no good, but we'll be able to shoot 2 at the line here for a chance to narrow the lead down to 2 points for the Knights.
At the line for Cougars, number 5, Jordan Lewis.
For 15, Scotty Ziegner waiting to come back in for the Knights.
Free throws
matter as the first free throw is no good.
We two on one.
As Ziegner's going to come back into the game for Olsen.
Free throws
matter as the second free throw is no good.
2 for 2. It's a long game.
Barker now with the ball, swinging over to Connor Marchant. Connor Marchant back to Spencer. Spencer's going to set up the offense here for the Knights. Swing it down to Connor Marchant. Over to Isaiah Marchant. Isaiah Marchant now on the wing, defended by McLaughlin. McLaughlin, great defense, and steal by Corey Baldwin. Corey Baldwin now in transition, and the ball is stolen away from Baldwin.
I know that's something basketball players don't like. On a fast break, full head of steam, and you get that nice little swipe. Oh, man.
And deep three here by Marchant is good for the Knights to take a 7-point lead here for the Cougars. Trap here on Keyshawn Lewis, able to find Sellers over to Baldwin. Baldwin now on the wing. 3 of his own is no good. Rebounded by McLaughlin, and ball stolen away by Marchant. And now the Knights in transition.
So Marchant just threw it on both ends of the court.
And deep 3 there by Marchant is no good. Rebounded by McLaughlin. Jordan Lewis now in transition. And charge call here on number 5, Jordan Lewis.
We got a little switch out, little sub. I know, man, you talk about this every game now. We done been together. The depth that Coach D has, I think that's going to be that gave him the long run this tournament.
So I guess they got a little wet spot on the floor here. They're going to dry it up, and Milton coming back into the game along with Rowell.
You know what I was thinking, Chris? I know like the wet spot thing. I know, what if they had like a wet spot in football?
If one part of the field's wet, the whole field's going to be wet at that point. Hark now with the ball for the Knights, bringing up the ball here with 1:47 left to go in the first half. Connor Marchant now with the ball. Ziegner on the wing, pass out to Barker. Barker now for three is no good. Rebounded by Milton. Milton now pushing the floor for the Cougars, swinging over to Keyshawn Lewis, over to Rowell. Rowell now back to McLaughlin. McLaughlin loses the ball here. Back over to Rowell on the wing. Over to Sellers. Milton now for three. Three is good for Milton. A pair of threes so far here tonight for Milton. Coming at big moments so far in the first half, narrowing the lead down to 4 points.
Oh, hey, and now I seen a good three-pointer, man. And nothing like saying it, Chris. You definitely enjoy watching it.
Connor Marchant now slowing things down for the Knights, calling for a screen.
Only a couple seconds left. Don't try to force nothing.
Spencer now 4 seconds over to Hark. Hark now deep three is no good for the Knights. Rebounded by Keyshawn Lewis. Keyshawn Lewis now with the ball for the Cougars. Ball on the wing over to McLaughlin. McLaughlin now to Milton. Milton over to Sellers. Sellers now to Rowell. Rowell down to Sellers. Ball got tipped away, but out on the Knights. Cougars going to be passing in the ball from the baseline with 10 seconds left on the shot clock and 26 seconds left in the half as number 14, Jim Lawrence, the sharpshooter here for the Cougars, coming back into the game. That's passed down to Jason Sellers. Jason Sellers in the post. Hook shot here is good for Sellers to narrow the lead down to 2 points. Shot clock off. Now 15 seconds left to go in the first half. Hart defended by Milton. Pass is tipped away by Keyshawn Lewis. Nice defense by Keyshawn Lewis. And they're going to call the foul on Keyshawn Lewis. As it looked like it was good defense, but I guess he got a little bit too much contact for the ref's liking. And he got hit with the foul now. Keyshawn Lewis coming out the game, along with Lawrence now, Jordan Lewis and Shaw coming in. Just 5 seconds to work with. Hark, and pass is stolen by Shaw. Shaw now 1 second and loses the ball. Tried to draw a foul there, but couldn't get anything to go.
All right, Chris. We don't hit halftime before we go into halftime break. Let's talk about Jason for the Cougars. Being the big he is, hitting the floaters. Then you got Milton hitting a couple threes that's keeping us in the game right now. Can we see another repeat of a good game when Southern Virginia came here the first time?
I definitely see this game in the making to be a good one. But a nice little run there by the Cougars, kind of going back to what they are, playing that defense for the Cougars and getting transition buckets based off that. So.
Oh, definitely. So, what you looking forward to in the second half? Anything?
I kind of look forward to the Cougars keeping up that momentum coming from the first half and transitioning to the second half.
I agree.
And just kind of keeping that momentum rolling. You know, last few games here for the Cougars, you know, the momentum swings kind of been a bad thing for the Cougars, and I like to see them keep it up in the second half.
Do you think Southern Virginia going to keep shooting behind the arc?
You know, that's kind of their offense now at this point, is shooting that three ball. So I definitely believe that they're going to be shooting it more in the second half.
Well, we got some first half numbers right here. You got, let's see, what up? Well, we got, oh, here we go. They just came in. I was a little confused. But total points. You got Olsen with 8 right now for Southern Virginia. I like Olsen. Good pump fake on Hall of Fame, purple. If you play 2K, you know what we're talking about. But that's amazing. You got Spencer with 10. I'm not surprised. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Spencer, so I like what he does. I know he can score. You got your player Connor with 5. Yeah, with 5. But we both know, we both watch these teams play, and we know how Connor can get hot in the second half. In this tournament time, so teams, players, it's like a light switch. It's just going, But I'm gonna go ahead and let you read the Cougars numbers, let you look at the, tell me who's stepping out to you right now.
Some quick numbers here. Jason Seller is working hard in the post with 9 points, getting it done in the post. And along with Roger Milton with 6 points, hitting 2 big threes in the first half to kind of slow down the momentum of the Knights. A couple key players there for the Cougars.
Oh, definitely.
So 2-point lead here as we go into half, and we'll be right back with Averett Sports Network.
Being a student athlete and an aviation major was actually a huge plus for me in deciding to come to Averett. I looked into multiple schools, hundreds of schools actually, and Averett just felt like home to me as soon as I stepped foot on campus. As soon as I stepped foot in the airport and when I got on North Campus, it was just a great feeling. Very home-like feeling, especially being so far away from home, me being from Houston, Texas. I felt like it was amazing being able to kind of see the atmosphere that they had built here and the family and really the community that they built here. You know, it really feels like you're being in a big neighborhood kind of. I really enjoy my time here at Averett so far, and one of the biggest reasons that I picked Averett was because of me being able to do both, being a student athlete and also being able to fly planes. That's one of my I think favorite things to say to anybody when they ask me what my collegiate experience has been like. I could definitely say, you know, I've been flying planes and playing football. There's not too many people in the country that could say that.
For me, it was important to leave home and experience new cultures and travel while I'm young, before I settle down, and be comfortable in my own skin. And Averett University has really helped me develop as a person and be more outgoing.
I think being a student athlete impacts my overall experience a lot, just gaining a brotherhood with my teammates, and then with all the other teams, a big connection throughout all of athletics, and makes it fun to walk around campus and see everyone you know, and everyone comes out and encourages you at games, so it makes it a really fun environment.
What makes Averett special to me is the family-oriented and diverse background and communities. Here at Averett, we believe in one family, one team philosophy. As an RA, being able to guide people in the right direction and building a community helps me develop leadership. Also, being a leader on the football team and captain, it helps me guide people to be better each and every way.
And we are back with Averett Sports Network. My name is Chris Richmond. Alongside me is Crispin Jackson as we're bringing you the second half of play. The Southern Virginia University Knights up 30-28 over the Averett University Cougars. It's Connor Marchant now is going to swing it back out to Spencer. Back to Marchant, over to Barker. Bounce pass is tipped away and stolen by the Cougars. Now Jordan Lewis in transition. He's going to slow it down and try to get the offense set up for the Cougars.
That definitely was a risky pass. You don't want to bounce pass with all the white jerseys around.
Roel now in the corner. He's going to swing it over to Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis for three. Off the glass, rebounded by the Knights. Connor Marchant's going to swing it down to Ziegner. Ziegner now back to Marchant. Marchant now over to Barker. Back to Marchant. It's going to be a legal screen call on number 21, Malachi Olson. It's going to be his third foul of the game. Jordan Lewis now with the ball for the Cougars. Defended by Spencer. It's going to pass it down to Baldwin. Baldwin now with the ball. Back to Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis is going to slow things up, set up an offense here for the Cougars. Pass down, or excuse me, no, fake the pass over to Baldwin. Baldwin now kicked out to Roel. Roel, mid-range jumper here. Draws the contact, doesn't make the shot. He's going to go to the line to shoot two for a chance to tie up the game, 30-all.
I think that's what the Cougars need to do. Attack that mid-range. Like I said this pregame. That's your bread and butter. Attack that. If you get fouled, at least you know you're going to the line.
We're going to get another wet spot on the floor. Dried off here.
You know what's funny, Chris? I ain't never see a wet spot person have a fan. Every time Chloe step out, they should give her a name. Hey, Chloe doing an amazing job on the wet spots. Free throws.
Matter.
Okay.
First free throw here is good by Roel. 1 point lead now for the Knights.
3 for 2? We 3 for 2 right now? Okay. Free throws.
Matter as the second free throw is good, so a tied up game here. 30 apiece. Spencer now bringing up the ball for the Knights. Defended by Keyshawn Lewis. Pass down to Olsen. Olsen now through contact, defended nicely by Sellers. So rebounded by Ziegner. Ziegner is going to draw the foul. It's going to be called on Jason Sellers. That's Sellers' second foul of the game. Spencer now passing in the ball for the Knights. Pass out to Olsen. Olsen now in the post, working on Sellers. Nice defense by Sellers. And travel call here on Olsen as the Cougar fans go crazy. Momentum all in the favor of the Cougars right now.
It's still tied 30-30, but you hear it on the court. It definitely is a big old shift on the court right now.
Jordan Lewis now with the ball for the Cougars. Pass over to Baldwin as they're walking the ball up the court here. Pass down to Sellers. Sellers now back to Baldwin over to Jordan Lewis, and Jordan Lewis is going to set up the offense here for the Cougars. Swing back over to Sellers. Sellers at the top of the key over to Roel. Roel now out to Baldwin. Baldwin sets his feet. Three-pointer here is no good. Rebound is tipped away, and Roel with the effort to try to keep the ball alive. Ball was stolen by Connor Marchant. Now Ziegner driving through, and layup is good for the Knights.
The nice little arm stretch is always hard to stop.
Corey Baldwin now pass back over to Jordan Lewis as they're just taking their time getting the ball up the court, making sure they don't get caught in that trap. Jordan Lewis now swinging over to Keyshawn Lewis. Keyshawn Lewis over to Baldwin. Baldwin in the corner. He's going to drive for mid-range here. Mid-range shot is good by Corey Baldwin.
Now that's Cougar basketball. Just hit a mid-ranger.
Spencer now with the ball. Swings over to Olsen. Olsen now to Marchant. Marchant now driving through, kicks it out to Spencer. Spencer now for three is no good. Rebounded by Jordan Lewis. And Baldwin now in transition. Driving baseline here, and he's going to reset here for the Cougars. Roel now on the wing, driving baseline here. Pass out is stolen by Barker. Now the Knights in transition, and they're going to call a travel here, and the Knights are going to give the ball right back to the Cougars.
Unexpected call.
Jordan Lewis now passing in to Keyshawn Lewis. He's going to swing it over the Baldwin. Baldwin now on the wing. Pass down to Sellers. Sellers through contact is good. From the layup, Jason Sellers.
Jason has not slowed down. I know the game got closer and closer, but he has stayed in that same momentum since the first half.
Park now with the layup, no good, and rebounded by Baldwin. Baldwin now bringing up the ball for the Cougars. And flop was not called, and Roel for three is good. From three, Jalen Roel to take a 5-point lead for the Cougars. Park now with the ball over to Ziegner as he thought about the shot, did not take it, and they're going to reset here. Pass over to Barker. Barker now with the ball.
Like I said, Chris, it's like a flick up a switch. That's all it is.
Spencer now, corner three is no good. We're going to call it out as it hit the shot clock. So another defensive stop here for the Cougars, and a timeout call here as the Cougar fans are going crazy. 5-point lead here for the Cougars with 15 minutes and 51 seconds left to go in the second half. We'll be right back with Averett Sports Network.
Being a student athlete here has definitely pushed me to do things that I have not been able to do in the past. Because of my team, I have opened up more socially, and they have pushed me to be a better athlete and a better student, and I wouldn't be who I am today if it weren't for them.
And we are back from timeout. Cougars, after another stop here, is going to have the ball back now with a 5-point lead. Baldwin now. Cougars again taking their time up the court with the basketball. But now Jordan Lewis here to set up the offense for the Cougars. Laughlin now to Roel. Roel, step back jumper here for three is no good. Rebounded by Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis cutting through on the second chance effort there by Jordan Lewis for two.
Hey, what happened? Got excited a little too early. But.
And it wasn't a tech call, but they called something on Jordan Lewis after that layup. A nice finish there on the second chance effort by Jordan Lewis to take a 7-point lead here for the Cougars. Barker now defended by Baldwin. Ziegner now is going to lose the ball here, and nice defense by Jordan Lewis to steal the ball. Jordan Lewis now to Roel. Roel driving baseline. It's going to kick it back out to Jordan Lewis, and they're going to reset here.
Yeah, Chris, like the Cougars done hit that light switch. They need it. Now they're trying to run away with it.
Nice pass out to the corner for Corey Baldwin. Corey Baldwin is no good, but nice defense by Jordan Lewis to get the ball right back as Barker was not paying attention right after the rebound.
Chris, Jordan done tapped in. He done hit a shot, got it still. The rebound he got, even when he the short man on the team, he went up and grabbed that.
Baldwin now pass out down to McLaughlin, out to Lewis, and Jordan Lewis for three to take a double-digit lead here for the Cougars and forces a timeout, and the stadium goes crazy here in the Grant Center.
Hey, Chris. Jordan, add up the numbers. Jordan said add up the numbers. Okay, Jordan.
The Cougars taking all the momentum they had from the end of the first half and taking it into the beginning of the second half. With 14 minutes and 26 seconds left to go in the second half, take a double-digit lead here.
This is tournament basketball, but definitely the way Jordan's snapping right now, Jordan, he was solid in the first half, but now he should add up the numbers. He's doing math problems right now.
I believe we might have a replay. Go right here into the replay here as a pass out to a wide open Jordan Lewis, and the threes hit. Bang for double digits lead here in the Grant Center.
Chris, Jordan looked like he played here before. Jordan said, I've been here before. I'm no rookie, I'm a vet. I've been here before. I like that.
Jordan Lewis now with 11 points and a couple steals here to get the momentum going for the Cougars.
And just speaking of how Jordan's playing, his brother in the last game was 15, so maybe just a brother connection.
As Spencer now defended by Jordan Lewis, driving baseline now, switched over to Keyshawn Lewis, back out to Marchant. Marchant now with the ball. A nice defense by McLaughlin. As 10 seconds on the shot clock, deep three here by Marchant is no good, and rebounded by Roel. Another defensive stop here for the Cougars. Jordan Lewis now with the ball. Step back. He's going to pass it down to McLaughlin. McLaughlin now pass out to Roel. Thought about the three, did not take it. And McLaughlin now with the ball is going to swing it over to Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis now for three. And bang! Jordan Lewis for three again to take a 13-point lead here in the Grant Center.
Jordan said he's a vet, not a rookie. Jordan said he's a vet, not a rookie. He said he's been here before. Okay, Jordan, you've been here before.
Spencer now with the ball on the wing, and nice defense by Jordan Lewis as he is on fire right now for the Cougars. He's going to swing it over to Marchant. Marchant now back to Spencer. Spencer crossover here, driving through the lane. Layup is no good, but rebounded by Marchant. Marchant now for three is no good, and Baldwin on the rebound. Nice job by the Knights trying to get that offensive rebound, but could not convert off of it.
Yeah. Right now, you want the ball in Jordan's hands. He's in takeover mode. This is his game.
Jordan Lewis now is going to pass it over to Baldwin. Baldwin now on the wing, and he's going to lose the ball. Marchant now in transition. He's going to swing to Hart. Hart now with the ball back to Marchant. Marchant now driving through, and the layup is no good. And nice defensive rebound there by Keyshawn Lewis to stay in bounds, and nice move there by Roel to split the defenders, and now Corey Baldwin's going to slow things down here for the Cougars. He's going to swing it back to Keyshawn Lewis over to Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis now for three. Heat check is no good. But nice effort there by Keyshawn Lewis. They're going to call him out, but that still doesn't take away the hustle that he just shown right there to try to get that rebound.
Jordan Lewis trying to find himself behind the arc tonight. He say he got an arrow. He hit from behind the arc tonight.
And now Coach Duino going back to what works for him, switch it in 4 or 5 at a time to keep his guys fresh. And you see what happens when Coach Duino's guys are fresh, playing that defense. Defensive ball turns into offensive buckets. And that was something I talked about in the first half after that question you asked, what the Cougars need to do. And they need to turn those defensive stops into offensive buckets, and they're doing it right here. Now Connor Marchant now with the ball is going to swing it over to Ziegner, and tipped by Sellers, and able to stay in is Jason Sellers off the steal, and now Milton in transition for the Cougars.
Chris, I want to call you a fortune teller, but I'm going to let the game play out.
Roel now for three from the corner is no good, and rebounded by the Knights. Now Ziegner now in transition. He's going to reset here for the Knights, picking up his dribble. And nice defense by the Cougars. Couldn't find a pass, but now to Marchant. Marchant over to Spencer. 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Kicking over to Marchant. Marchant now driving through. Loose ball, and another defensive stop here for the Cougars. Cougars playing excellent defense here at the beginning of the second half.
Yeah, Southern Virginia right now is battling turnovers. They're battling themselves, in my opinion. You keep losing the ball, you're putting yourself in a deep hole.
And Milton, nice pass down to Miles Paulden for the wide open layup. Nice pass by Raja Milton to take a 15-point lead here for the Cougars.
Oh, definitely the inside pass. I think the whole Cougar team eating right now. The way Coach D defense is moving, the whole Cougar team is fired up.
Shot here is no good. Tipped up and rebounded by the Cougars. The defensive momentum keeps building for the Cougars.
On the last time Southern Virginia got their own rebound.
Cougars on a 13-0 run right here as the mid-range shot is good here by Roel to take a 17-point lead for the Cougars. Nice floater touch there by Roel.
Listen here. That man worked well. That's him. That floater is dangerous. That's one person I can say on this team have a dangerous floater when he call him a
pass out to Ziegner. Shot here is no good, and another defensive rebound here for the Cougars.
My bad. Number 32 is definitely a solid 32. But that floater is definitely scary when 32 got that ball.
Sellers now on the wing. He's going to pass it over to Paulden. Paulden didn't really look like he was ready for that pass, but able to get it. And Shaw now is going to reset here to Roel. Roel now, mid-range jumper from Roel. Couldn't get the tip in. But now Sellers through contact off the offensive rebound. Jason Sellers.
Jason has not stopped. Jason has been in his bag all night. Jason has, since the beginning of this game, Jason has been that big man the Cougars needed.
Using every bit of that 6'6" frame here tonight. Pass out to Ziegner. Ziegner now pump fake. No shot. And they're going to call a foul here on Sellers. That's going to be his third foul of the game.
Right now, Chris, Cougars looking like that team that won 11 straight. They're looking like that team that should be here. They coming in, they're going to make a statement tonight.
The Cougars on a 17-0 run right here since the beginning of the half, coming in down by 2 points, 28-30. Southern Virginia's only scored 2 points so far in the second half. In just over 10 minutes of play, the Cougars have scored a total of 23 points here.
But I really feel like what's hurting Southern Virginia. I really feel like what's hurting Southern Virginia. No, you grabbing no boards, and rebounds is a big part of basketball. And turnovers, you're not gonna win if you lose in the turnover battle. And like you said, that defense for the Cougars, that leads them to score on the offensive end. Like, okay, you're giving us the ball, we're gonna score. So now you just, like I said, you're digging yourself in a deep hole if you're Southern Virginia. Because the Cougars are not going to let up.
23-2 total run here for the Cougars to start the second half as they are on fire. The crowd is electric here in the Grant Center, and this is that tournament feeling, especially that home environment in that tournament feeling, and I can definitely sense the Cougars men's basketball team feeding off of that crowd presence here tonight.
That goes to what I said earlier. We need that home field advantage.
As Hart now with the ball on the wing, pass down to Olsen. Olsen now in the post, defended nicely by Paulden, and shot is no good. As Keyshawn Lewis diving for the ball, but he's going to be called out of bounds, and Keyshawn Lewis is all over the place on the boards. You throwing his body wherever he needs to go to try to get that rebound. And that adds into that defensive run here for the Cougars. Just the hustle that they're using on both sides of the floor.
If your defense fired up, your offense got to be fired up. And it's going, hey, yin and yang. That's what the Cougars look like right now, yin and yang. Hey, look, Keyshawn say you do it all. He played defense, offense, and he mop the floor. You gotta like a senior like that. You gotta enjoy a senior like Keyshawn, man.
As number 2, Keyshawn Lewis, making sure the floor is all dry for play. And nice defense there by Corey Baldwin. As he hustled to try to get that ball, couldn't get to it, and keeping that foot on the gas pedal for the Cougars with all this momentum. I know that might be something that Coach Duino was telling them, especially in halftime after that little run they made at the end of the first half, was keep their foot on the pedal, keep that momentum going. And like I mentioned before, the shifts and momentums that the Cougars have been experiencing the last few games have came back to bite them, but now they're making sure that they're not going to have any shift. As long as we play defense, we're going to keep the momentum going, and that's what they're doing here tonight.
Well, I just feel like this is a full circle type thing. Because remember, when Southern Virginia came here, Cougars was up going into the half. So now it's the opposite way around. So Cougars had to find out, okay, how can we separate ourselves and get the dub? Right now they separating themselves.
Hart now with the ball, driving through, nice bounce pass over to Olsen. Shot was blocked by McLaughlin, and second chance shot is good here. The bucket is good with a chance to go for 3 to end that little run that the Cougars were having, 17 straight points and a 23-2 run, now ended by that layup. As he looks to shoot another to make it a 3-point play to bring down the Cougars' lead to 16.
Free throws. And that hurt. That's one you want. He ain't hit a slogan.
The free throw is off the mark. 17-point lead now for the Cougars. Jordan Lewis over the Paulden, over to Corey Baldwin. Corey Baldwin on the wing, and nice no-look pass. The Paulden in the post with the hook is good.
Big man got moved.
Might have a new pick for the best pass of the night, as that no-look was dirty there by number 13, Corey Baldwin.
Okay. We done see some get passes tonight. You right.
19-point lead back for the Cougars as Marchant driving through the paint. Layup was no good, but he's going to go to the line to shoot two here.
If you should have been Virginia, you want to start making buckets. Like, the free throw line, it'll keep you in there, but I think if you want to really get yourself back in this game, you got to find a way to make these buckets.
Foul call was on number 33, Bryson McLaughlin. That's his second of the night. His first free throw here is good for the Knights to make it now a 16-point lead, or excuse me, 18-point lead. And the second free throw is good, so now 17-point lead for the Cougars. 8 minutes left to go. Cougars taking their time up the court. Ball went down to Keyshawn Lewis. Keyshawn Lewis, he's going to take his time to get the ball to Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis now on the wing. Coming off the screen, it's going to swing it to McLaughlin, over to Keyshawn Lewis. Keyshawn Lewis now with the ball, and miscue right here by the Cougars.
It's a little communication, you know. You didn't want to see that. Definitely didn't want to see that. With the run the Cougars been having, you want to keep the ball away from Southern Virginia, but mistakes are meant to happen.
So 7 minutes and 41 seconds left to go in the second half. The Cougars on top by 17 points, and we'll be right back with Averett Sports Network.
I think Averett's a special place because of the camaraderie amongst everybody. I feel like it's a lot of friendships that won't be broken throughout my life, and it gave me a chance to show my abilities in wrestling and in the classroom.
We are back after that timeout with Averett Sports Network. My name is Chris Richmond. Alongside me is Crispin Jackson. Hart now with the ball here for the Knights. Pass down to Olsen. Olsen now in the post. And shot is good there by Olsen.
Olsen say he still got some game left in him. Olsen say he still got some game left in him.
Lead down to 15 for the Cougars. Corey Baldwin pass is tipped and stolen by Spencer. Marchant now with the ball. Is going to pass down to Spencer. Down to Barker in the post. And pass out, back out to Spencer. Spencer now with the ball. Thought about the fadeaway shot, didn't take it. Hart now pass down to Olsen. Olsen in the post, defended by Baldwin. And shot is good there by Olsen.
That was a nice little push.
Back-to-back buckets there for Olsen. They bring the lead down to 13 points here. Jordan Lewis now, as they get the ball past half court. Jordan Lewis is going to have time here to set up the offense for the Cougars. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Miles Baldwin coming up with the screen. Baldwin now with the ball. Mid-range shot here for Baldwin. It's going to be off the mark.
That's something you rarely see. You don't see Corey Baldwin missing on mid-ranges. That's his go-to spot, you know? So I was surprised to see that one, Chris. You don't miss those.
And they're going to call a foul here on the off ball here on number 33, Bryson McLaughlin. That's going to be his third of the game. The Knights now with the ball. Hart on the wing. He's going to pass down to Olsen. Olsen defended by Sellers. in for two.
Okay,
6 straight
Olsen.
points there for Olsen to bring the lead down to 11. Milton now with the ball.
Yeah, Olsen
Back to Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis to Keyshawn Lewis as they get past half court. And Rowell is going to swing it back out to Jordan Lewis. And he's going to take his time, set up the offense for the Cougars.
Going back to Olsen. Olsen got 16 right now.
And nice defense there by Olsen to tip the pass away from Jordan Lewis.
Olsen definitely said he came out the game. Olsen said he's not trying to go home.
Another timeout called here, so we'll be right back with Averett Sports Network. We are back with Averett Sports Network. Keyshawn Lewis now with the ball is going to swing it to Jordan Lewis. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Rowell now. And they're going to call a foul here on Barker. It's going to put 20 seconds back on the shot clock and get the Cougars a little bit more time to get an offensive play here. Jordan Lewis going to get the ball into Milton. Milton now for three. It's going to be no good, but rebounded by Rowell. And Rowell now is going to kick it out to Keyshawn Lewis, and now the Cougars have a second chance here to get some points.
Chris, you know what's crazy to me? The way the guards go and get these boards. Like they going there like they big.
Milton now driving in over defender. No good. Tip in was no good there by Sellers and rebounded by the Knights. Hard now in transition for the Knights. Going to pass it over. Nice defense there by Jordan Lewis.
A lot of effort over there, you know? Hopefully he's okay.
As he runs into the bench of Southern Virginia, but it looks like everybody got up and is okay. So happy to see that as a nice hustle play there by Jordan Lewis chasing the ball. Spencer now passing in to Hart. Hart now with the ball for the Knights. On the wings, going to pass it down to Olsen. Olsen now working on Sellers, and this time this layup is no good. Rebounded by Sellers, and he's going to get the ball out to Milton, and Milton's going to walk the ball up. Taking his time here. Pass over to Sellers, over to Keyshawn Lewis. Keyshawn Lewis now with the ball on the wing, and they're going to call a foul here on Hart. Keyshawn Lewis now to Milton. Milton on the wing. He's going to swing it over to Shaw. Shaw now driving through. And no bucket here, but he is fouled, so he's going to shoot two for the Cougars, looking to bring the lead back to 13 points here.
You know how I feel about a free throw. You know how I feel about it. Free throws, what?
Matter, and especially at this point in the game where you have, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and now you're creeping towards, the bonus area where you're going to be getting free throws. And you definitely want to knock them down as the first free throw is good, especially with a lead like this. You keep getting fouled and taking those chances and making the most of them with those free throws. It's going to be hard to come back as the second free throw is good for Bryce Shaw. So 13-point lead as Paulden and McLaughlin come back into the game for Sellers and Keyshawn Lewis. Pass into Barker, back to Spencer, and now to Hart. Hart now with the ball, defended by Bryce Shaw. Pass over to Spencer. Spencer now to Marchant. And now for three is Marchant, and it's good. 10-point lead now for the Cougars. It's Milton now. It's going to bring up the ball for the Cougars as he was about to get pressed and able to hit a nice move to get out of it. Jordan Lewis now with the ball on the wing, working off the screen. He's going to drive through, kick open to Milton. Milton now for three, and off the back of the rim, rebounded by the Knights. Now Spencer pushing the tempo for the Knights. Back to Marchant. Marchant now deep three, and it's good for Marchant to bring the lead down to 7 points as the Knights are starting to go on a run now.
Hey, Chris, I know you said about them minutes. Yeah, look a little scary, I know. Look, we got ourselves a game.
Ball now over McLaughlin, back to Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis now working off the screen. He's going to drive through, spin move, and floater here is no good.
Ball just a little short.
The Knights on the rebound is going to pass down to Barker. Barker now in the corner. He's going to drive through, kick it out, and passes wide.
Right now, if you're both teams, you don't want no shots falling short. You don't need no shots falling short. But you gotta show Southern Virginia the respect if they could come back and win, because they got shooters who can shoot behind the arc. And they not falling a lot. Like, they not falling to the point, like you said, they're gonna get the Cougars into that bonus area.
Looks like they were arguing a tip pass there, but none of the refs agree on it. So I believe position will stay with the Cougars here with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the second half. And the Knights kind of bringing in a little run of their own, saying that they still have a dog in the fight. First by Olsen.
Yeah, because I said they was in a deep hole, but you know they say you keep digging, you're gonna find you a diamond. So.
It's going to stay Averett ball, so no tip pass here was the call. And now 7-point lead for the Cougars as they look to get things going back again and end this run by the Knights. Milton now with the ball. Park now on Milton. Pass down to Roel. Back to Milton. So he's going to take things slow here. Ball now on the wing. Pass down to Sellers. Sellers now in the post. Back to Milton. Milton driving baseline. And they're going to call a charge here on Milton.
You don't want that. You don't want that as a. You don't want that. The fans do not like that one. Yeah, that's a call you don't want late in the second half right now. You don't. And like I said, knowing a team that can score and keep themselves in the game, you don't want. You don't give them no chances at all. No chances. Two minutes and 58 seconds. And we got a fight going on. Oh man.
Ball into Hart. Hart now bringing up the ball for the Knights. Defended by Roel. He's going to swing it to Marchant. Marchant now with the ball. He's going to swing it over to Spencer. Spencer now for three. Three is no good. Rebounded by Baldwin. And he's going to pass it up to Milton. Milton's going to escape from the trap and get the ball away and reset things here for the Cougars. Now 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock here. And the ball's going to be tipped out by a Knight. And possession will stay with the Cougars.
My heart pounding right now. Chris, I don't know how the game going to go. It's just that silence is
Not gonna lie, a little bit nervous here as this is a good one here. And now Milton with the ball, swinging over the Baldwin. Baldwin now, mid-range shot here is off the front of the rim. Tipped in is no good. And now the nice in transition. Spencer here is gonna reset. Connor Marchant now with the ball, defended by Baldwin. He's gonna swing it to Spencer. Spencer now driving through, and pass is stolen by Milton and scooped up by Roel. Nice defensive stop there by the Cougars to get the ball right back. And they're gonna call a timeout here. 1:50 left to go. The Cougars up by 7. It's turning into a good one here in the Grant Center with the first round of conference play here in the Grant Center, and we'll be right back with Averett Sports Network. We are back after that timeout by the Cougars, following a nice defensive stop there by Raja Milton, able to get the steal away. And Corey Baldwin loses the ball a little bit right here, but able to scoop it right back up as he's going to swing it to Jordan Lewis right here on the wing. Jordan Lewis fakes and draws the foul here coming in. That's going to be on number 3. On number 3, Cade Harick there.
But just talking about Jordan, the way he did in his early second half, I feel like that what gave Cougars that rocket they needed. Just, okay, we're finna run with it.
Jordan Lewis now with the ball is gonna pass it out to Milton. Milton now driving through on the baseline and poked away by Marchant. And Marchant now in transition for the Knights. Defended by Jordan Lewis, gonna swing it out to Barker. Barker now with the ball on the wing over to Olsen. Olsen now to Marchant. Marchant now looking for 3, could not get it. And Olsen now driving through and blocked by Jason Sellers. And there's a fight for the rebound. And they're going to call the foul on the Knights. It's going to be on number 21, Malachi Olsen.
Tough foul. Tough foul. Tough foul, man.
And that's his 4th foul of the game.
That's a foul you don't want to see. If you Southern Virginia right now, that's a foul you didn't want it to happen.
Fourth foul of the game there, I believe, for Olsen. And that's going to send Milton there to the line to shoot 2 here for the Cougars, looking to take a 9-point lead here.
Free throws
matter as the first free throw bounces in and is good for the Cougars. 8-point lead now here with 1:13 left to go. And you can't even express how important free throws here are important here in this situation.
Free throws
matter as the second free throw is good by Milton. And Bryce Shaw coming back into the game for the Cougars, going to sub out Roel. Connor Marchant now with the ball, bringing up the ball for the Knights. He's going to be defended by Keyshawn Lewis. Going to swing it over to Spencer. The Harick in the corner of Harick for 3. And it's good from 3 from the corner. And now 6-point lead for the Cougars with 1:02 left.
How we looking, Chris? 8 down 6. 1 minute, 2 seconds.
All I can say is an interesting one. I don't want to say any opinions or anything, but all I can say, it is a good one here. Nice shot there in the corner.
This is how we watch sports, though. This is why we watch sports. For moments like this, come down to, hey, we're gonna be the bigger man.
That was a nice shot there in the corner by Cade Harick for 3 to bring the lead down to 6 points for the Cougars. The Cougars are in bonus, so now every foul would send a Cougar to the free throw line to shoot. So the Knights now pressing here. Trying to put pressure here on the Cougars. And they're gonna call a foul on number 3, Cade Harick, as he was trying to defend Jordan Lewis there.
Free throws
matter.
Yes, they do.
The first free throw here is good by Jordan Lewis, making a 7-point lead here as Keyshawn Lewis comes back into the game for the Cougars. One of those important keys to the Cougars defense here, coming back into the game. As the second free throw here, matter, is good here for Jordan Lewis, and now McLaughlin coming back into the game for Jason Sellers.
I'm sorry, I caught you late, Chris. My bad.
No, you're good. You're good. Free throw still went in, so now 8-point lead here for the Cougars with a minute left. And they're going to call the foul right back on Milton. And now Southern Virginia now in the bonus. It's going to send Harick to the line to shoot.
Both teams in bonus?
Both teams in bonus here, so every foul will send a person to the free throw line.
This is gonna be now. This got me tuned in, cause then so now you can't foul at all. You send somebody going to the line. Free throws
matter. It's a free throw. First free throw is good there by Hart to make it now a 7-point lead.
Free throws
matter. Second free throw here is good there.
Hit
for
both
Cade
of them.
Hart to make it a 6-point lead. Now Rowell coming back into the game.
I'm gonna call this battle of the line. Whoever get these final fouls, can most likely win the game.
Jordan Lewis now with the ball as he's gonna get trapped. And he's gonna call the timeout, smart timeout, as he was getting trapped right there. With 57 seconds on the clock, and we'll be right back with Averett Sports Network.
Only down by 6, Chris. I don't know. And then you just told me everybody got a bonus. Both teams got in a bonus, so it's like, what can you gotta play smart. Got to. Are they going around in circles?
It looks like they're going around in circles.
That's a new call.
It looked like it worked as Rowell It's going to be going straight down the baseline. It's going to slow it down for the Cougars. Pass to Milton. Milton now to Baldwin. Baldwin able to keep that in as they were able to drain some clock off there. Foul call there on Spencer. That's his third personal of the game. And Malachi Olson coming back into the game here as Keyshawn Lewis here is going to shoot 2 for the Cougars, with Jason Sellers coming back into the game for the Cougars.
Free throws?
Matter.
Yes, they do.
First free throw here is good for Keyshawn Lewis, the senior. Been fighting all game on defense, especially.
Both of the Lewises have been fighting.
Second free throw here is good to make it an 8-point lead here for the Cougars.
Going back to what you said, if you're Keyshawn Lewis, you're a senior, why not?
And layup is no good and rebounded by Baldwin here. And Milton now driving up the court. That's a nasty fall right there for Raja Milton as he caught his head on the floor.
Hope he's okay. Hope it's nothing, nothing too serious, especially late in the game like this.
We're going to go to an injury timeout here. It looks like Raja Milton first leaned up, taking his time here, as that was a nasty fall there. And able to get back on his feet. Looks like he's A-okay here, coming back to the huddle. And you hear the cheers that he's all right, and you love to see players able to get up, especially after head collisions on the floor.
But going back to what you were saying, the Keyshawn thing, Keyshawn Lewis being a senior, being here for 4 years, grinded out, seeing everybody come in and out. And I feel like he had that mindset was like, I got one ring, let me go get the big one. So he definitely had to come out and ball out and be the player that he is tonight.
Pass here to a wide open Jordan Lewis. Back to Roel. And it's going to be a foul here with 25.7 seconds left on the clock. Roel's going to go shoot 2 here to make it a double-digit lead, hopefully, for the Cougars.
Once they hear her saying, it ain't no hopefully. We the good luck, Sean. Free throws.
Matter as the first free throw here is no good.
I spoke too soon.
That's that commentator's curse right there, Crispin.
Okay, I won't call it that. Free throws.
Matter.
All right.
As the second free throw here is good. So 9-point lead here. And Park now with the ball, pushing the tempo. And he's going to have a wide open layup there to make it a 7-point lead. And Keyshawn Lewis back to Jordan Lewis. And Jordan Lewis is going to get intentionally fouled here with 16.5 to shoot 2 here. Jordan Lewis here with the chance to take back a 9-point lead. Matter as the first free throw here is good here for Jordan Lewis. Kissed the front of the rim and got the gentle roll in. The second free throws matter here.
You didn't let me finish, but you got the memo.
8-point lead here. He's going to swing it back to Marchant. Marchant now back out to Ziegner. Ziegner now for three, off the mark. And 2 seconds, 1 second, and the Cougars win at home here.
Well, hey, we're going to the tournament. We're advancing. We're doing our thing. Handling business, man. But look, we got some bad news. I saw it late in the second half. We're traveling. We got to go to Georgia and play Covington. They was able to win today by a huge margin. How you feel? Do you think we get it done on the road these next couple of games?
So far in conference play, Cougars have been playing very well on the road, having their best game versus this team here on the road. So I have confidence in the Averett University Cougars to go on the road. So the final score, 55-63, the Cougars winning by 8 points here in the first round of conference play. They advance, and we'll have more updates for you at Averett U Cougars on Twitter. Have more updates on the next game and where that's going to be and who that's going to be against. So keep it posted. And that's all here. This is the Averett Sports Network. My name's Chris Richmond. Alongside me is Crispin Jackson, and we are off.